We bowl off Mello TV Sports with cricket, as Cricket West Indies has signed a third multi-year broadcast rights agreement, this time with SuperSport, securing the rights to West Indies cricket until the end of 2024 in sub-Saharan Africa. The 4-year agreement will see SuperSport feature exclusive live coverage of all West Indies international home matches and regional tournaments played in the Caribbean on its television and digital platforms. Now, as part of the agreement, West Indies cricket will now be seen in over 54 African countries and islands, including South Africa, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, and Kenya. SuperSport's coverage starts with the recently confirmed West Indies versus Sri Lanka series, which bowls off on March 3 with 3 T20 matches. The agreement also includes the rescheduled visit by South Africa to the Caribbean in June of this year, a tour that had to be rescheduled from July 2020 due to COVID-19. And this is the third major broadcast agreement announced by CWI following the recent agreements with ESPN Plus for the United States market and with BT Sport for the United Kingdom and Ireland markets. The Guyana Jaguars and the unbeaten Trinidad and Tobago Red Force will do battle tomorrow in the final of the CG Insurance Super 50 Cup. This after the Jaguars defeated the Windward Island Volcanoes by 95 runs in the second semi-final last night. Guyana's victory was first set up by a century of 113 from Shenron Hitmire. His knock came off 80 deliveries with 11 fours and 5 sixes as he led the team to 305 for 7. Hitmire was supported by Raymond Reefer, who made a career-best 90 of 104 balls with 8 fours and 3 sixes. Ryan John and Ray Jordan took 3 wickets apiece for the Volcanoes, who were then dismissed for 210 in 46.2 overs. Alec Athanaze made 58 as Judakesh Moti took 4 for 53 and Shandapal Hemorrhage 2 for 35. We kick it over to football news now. Manchester United will face Italian giants AC Milan in the last 16 of the Europa League, while Arsenal have been drawn to play Olympiacos. United will host the first leg against Milan, which will see their former striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic return to Old Trafford. Arsenal will travel to Greece in the first leg of their tie with Olympiacos, who knocked them out of the Europa League in the round of 32 last season. Tottenham Hotspur will face Dynamo Zagreb, who progressed to the last 32 after beating Russian side Krasnodar. Meanwhile, Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson has been ruled out for up to 10 weeks as a result of the groin injury he suffered against Everton. The England midfielder was forced off in the first half in Saturday's 2-0 Merseyside derby defeat to add to the club's defensive problems. He joins Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Joe Gomez and Fabinho on the sidelines. Henderson has had surgery and will miss three England World Cup qualifiers, but is expected to return this season. The midfielder has been used in defense in recent weeks with Jurgen Klopp without his 3 main centre-backs. On to NBA news now. Kyrie Irving scored 27 points and produced 9 assists. This as the Brooklyn Nets won a season-high 8th consecutive game with a 129-92 victory over the Orlando Magic in the NBA last night. The Nets are on their longest streak since 2006 and won their 6th straight game without the injured Kevin Durant. James Harden added 20 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds, while reserve Landry Shamet added a cool 19 points. Brooklyn are second in the Eastern Conference. Elsewhere, leaders the Philadelphia 76ers defeated Dallas Mavericks 111-97, thanks partly to center Joel Embiid's 23 points and 9 rebound game. Giannis Antetokounmpo recorded 38 points as third-place Milwaukee Bucks overcame the New Orleans Pelicans 129-125. The Memphis Grizzlies defeated the Los Angeles Clippers 122-94. Washington were 112-110 winners over Denver, while New York Knicks ran by Sacramento 140-110. to 121. We go over to track and field news now. Olympic 800-meter champion Caster Semenya will appeal to the European Court of Human Rights against the restriction of testosterone levels in female runners. Semenya is not allowed to compete in events between 400 meters and a mile without taking testosterone-reducing drugs following a 2019 rule change by governing body World Athletics. The 30-year-old South African lost an appeal to Switzerland's Federal Supreme Court in September, but harbors hopes of defending her Olympic title in Tokyo this year. Her lawyers will argue Switzerland failed in its obligation to protect against the violation of her rights. The Court of Arbitration for Sport rejected a Semenya challenge against the rule in 2019. The Swiss Supreme Court then temporarily suspended the ruling before later reversing its decision. And now to end tonight's sports package, we present you with the play of the night, Colin Sexton's dunk versus the Chicago Bulls.
Tristan Thompson has been omnipresent. 5 blocks, 23 points, 10 rebounds.
A great game.
Sexton inside! A thunderous dunk to give the Cavaliers a 6-point lead, and the Bulls want another timeout. Oh my!
Whoa!
Kevin Love started the sequence with a mid-range jumper over Thaddeus Young. The Cavaliers have taken this 6-point lead. Great touch off the window, and then at the other end, Carter tried to muscle it in, and Tristan Thompson's incredible night continues. He lets Carter know about it, and then Colin Sexton gets the feed and does the rest.
He caught Levine sleeping that time. Levine turned the ball, watch. Sexton did a great job of getting to the basket and throwing the hammer down.
And those are the stories making sports news tonight. We now head back to the news desk with Shelley and Hill.